with Travis Hunter, shout out Travis Hunter just getting drafted, him playing
Duval.
Yeah. With him playing both sides of the ball, and I brought up, because you guys originally, y'all start off Pop Warner and Little League playing both ends, right? Why is that so crazy for people to grasp that he can do that at a professional level when y'all start playing at that level at an early age?
It goes back to just being great at one thing. Like, you want to be a Hall of Famer someday? Like, you want to be great or you want to be good? Very good. So, Travis he's elite. He's one of those guys that come around once in a lifetime. Some guys can manage that transition, some guys can't. When you look at the Champ Baileys, the likes of the Deion Sanders, like, we don't talk about guys like that often because they just can't do it. You got some guys that can go do it well, but to excel on both ends, and Travis, they're all unicorns, right? And then not only that, you have to have that skill set, but you also have to be that well-conditioned. I can't go play 70 plays on offense and then give you 70 on defense or 50 on defense. Ain't no way. Most guys are going to tap out around 70, right? And then it's also position-based too. I play running back. I ain't going to go on the other side and play linebacker. In high school, you could do it, right, if they need you. But my high school, we were good enough. They didn't necessarily need me, so I got time on task more so at my position that I excelled at. But I think the positions that you have a little less contact, at corner, you ain't really got to hit nobody.
Right.
And at receiver, you ain't really going to get hit nowadays, especially.
Yeah.
So I think Travis is going to do well down there in Jacksonville. But again, I think it's position specific that will determine that will determine if you're able to kind of make that change.
P, who are the unicorns of basketball? Because I'm older than you. The time I got into basketball was Bad Boys. It was the transition from the Bad Boys to the Chicago Bulls. That was the ball I knew, right? Like, that if I had Jordan and I had Pippen, I could beat you with Purdue or Cartwright at the 5 because I just needed them to do a specific thing. And then we met Dirk, who had the height of a 5, but he played the game from the wing and could shoot the threes. Like, those type of unicorns changed the game, but they had to prove they could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, when I would watch basketball, if you were the tall kid, they just put you at the 5. They didn't care what the skill set was. And in some situations, you weren't going to gain the skill set because they weren't going to allow you to do it. You know what it is, man. If you were 7 foot and you trampled out and shot the 3, they're putting you on the bench.
Right.
Why are you out here?
Right.
And so I think that's a huge part of it, why we haven't seen it. And 2, we have not done a great job as football people of telling the world how special Travis Hunter is, how unique he is to have the ability to be considered to do it, right? Charles Woodson is my favorite football player of all time. And I used to watch him at Michigan, and they'd put him in the game, bro, for 15 plays on offense, maybe 10 plays on offense. He'd return a punt. And you knew when he got in the game, he was getting the ball because they weren't going to waste him.
Yep.
Travis Hunter played the whole game on offense.
Yeah.
And then would switch and go play the entire game on defense. And I can't say that he's the best wide receiver I've ever seen in college, because he's not. I can't say he's the best corner I've ever seen in college. He is beyond a shadow of a doubt the best to have ever done both simultaneously.
If y'all say y'all the coach, right, in Jacksonville, and y'all coaching Travis, are y'all using him knowing he wants to play both ends of the ball? Are y'all saying, hey, you're going to be a DB, but I know you want to play both ends. We're going to use you sporadically offensively as well?
It's pretty much, I use a basketball term. It has to be load management.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
First down, they're a running team. We know they're going to run. Try to get you a breather. Third down, 3rd and 8, they pass it, hey, go jump in the slot.
Yeah.
And I think offensively the same way. He'll have a package. We go 4 wide. You in there. You're not the number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Go get in the slot. Get you a safety or linebacker to go bop, bop, bop real quick and get you, get little yards. Like, put him in advantageous. What's the boy's name?
Cohen.
Liam Cohen. Put him in an advantageous situation so he can show off his skill set. But like RC said, I don't think he's an amazing receiver. I really don't. I think he can play. He could be a lockdown man-to-man corner. I don't think he can go out there. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not. You can name him off. All the top receivers, Jetta. He's not that. But I think he can go out there and be a lockdown corner. So play him at corner and have him a package. 11 personnel, you in there. You in the slot. Go find you a dummy to go work in the slot.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most advantageous way. But to Fred's point, you ain't playing 70 on both and 70. You ain't playing 140.
I know that's got to be tough.
Die.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough to do.
You're going to die if you play 140 plays.
Yeah, and it comes down to trust too. Dion damn near his dad.
Yeah.
He trusted him. He knew what he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And now this new transition to the NFL, you have to look at it and say, how can we get the most out of him? RC and I believe you can go from DB full-time, sprinkle in 15, 20 plays here or there on offense, some reverses, some runoffs, some crossers, just get in the way, right? Bring attention to the play scheme, right? Which will make the offense better just by having his presence, not the other way around, not receiver and sprinkle in a defensive package. I think that would be a little bit more complicated. But it comes down to trust ultimately. Like, if they look at him and say, all right, we believe you're good at this or great at this, and we need you more here, this is where you're going to eventually be. So I think that's what the Jags need to do. They need to do it now because they need to win.
So NFL day could be, depending on how they structure it, they say you work 8 to 4, right? It's a normal work day. Wednesday, Thursday are long days. Friday, you get out a little earlier. If you ever look at NFL teams, a lot of times defenders and offensive players are not very close, right? Like defensive guys are normally really close to defensive guys. Usually you only get close to the offensive dude is they put y'all lockers near each other because for 4 hours in the morning, I will not see him.
Yeah.
Right? We get to work. We have the team meeting. They have what they call breakouts when you go to your offensive or defensive side, and we don't see each other because it takes that much time to learn what you have to do to just play that side of the ball. Now, Travis Hunter will be thrust into a world where that's the way preparing for the game works against people who are only doing that, who are just as talented as he is, trying to do both. I think we're trying to simplify it, man, to like, what is going to be like when the ball kicked off? What is his life going to be like? And he already, and talking about load management, he wouldn't practice the first day of the week at Colorado when he was better than everybody in the country at what he did. At 21, 22 years old, people don't want to walk in and say, hey, man, when all these veterans are still practicing on Wednesday, you get the day off. It's going to take such a toll for that young man to do that.
And two, let's get it clear. NFL players, receivers, and corners are not scared of Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, what is it? What's the Cooper Flag?
Yeah.
He going first. Y'all ain't talking about, right. Cooper Flag's on the way.
He gonna be tough.
Yeah, so at Colorado, he was that dude. He out there, everybody, oh, man, Travis Hunter. He's about to walk into a world with grown-ass men that is not worried about who he is.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get my check, and I think that's going to be a transition, too, for him.